have a question. What are you thinking? Where is your mindset? Because that's the focus for week 5 of Power Start, mindset. As I was preparing for the Power Start program, I did some research, and the way I did this research was I asked a question on Facebook and on LinkedIn. And the question that I asked was, for a goal that you've set in the past that you did not achieve, you did not accomplish, what do you think contributed to your not accomplishing that goal? And I asked the corollary as well. For a goal that you set in the past that you did achieve, what do you think contributed to your achieving that goal? And I got wonderful responses, and I was surprised by them. And the reason I was surprised is because I was expecting kind of a range, an array of different types of responses, different types of things that would contribute to achieving or not achieving goals. And what I got was basically one type of answer. Every single answer, whether it was towards what contributed to achieving the goal or not achieving the goal, related to mindset. This is the power of the mind. If you want to accomplish what you set your mind to, if you want to accomplish anything new, if you want to be productive, if you want to perform well, if you want to change something, you must get to know your thoughts and become adept at sorting through them and then choosing the thought that will lead to the results that you want. Now, this is not about magical thinking. It's not about having a thought and then the thing actually, the result occurs. It's about selecting thoughts that will prime you to take action to achieve your goals. It's not a shortcut around action. However, it is essential for taking action that is consistently aligned to your goals. Too often, when we're looking to get a certain result, we only look so far as the actions that we need to take. Now that's great, but it's not the full story. And in fact, it's kind of abstract. It's missing the human element. It's missing you. It's missing how do humans take action? What contributes to humans taking action? So you need to actually go back further and ask what kinds of thoughts lead to those actions you need to take to accomplish your goals. When you look at athletes who are achieving in their respective sports, they don't stop with training for the physical action that they need to take in the sport. They work, and perhaps some of the most rigorous training may be around mindset, the way they work on focusing their mind, that prefrontal cortex, the thoughts that they choose at any given moment that lead to certain options for action, that prime their muscles, their reflexes, and their actions. What distinguishes those who really achieve in any given sport is the mental game. And this is true for all performance and achievement. It requires mental discipline. The seat of action is thought, and thought is this powerful leverage point that so often we miss when we're looking at performance. If you can become more aware of your thoughts and learn this beautiful creative art of choosing thoughts, this is true creativity, the creative art of choosing thoughts, then you can accomplish what you put your mind to. What you think changes how you see, and how you see changes your options for action. Now that sounds very nice, but it's actually literal. So what you think changes what you take in, and how it changes it impacts the visual cortex, meaning that you don't actually see everything in your environment depending upon how you think. And that will change your options for action. So let's talk about thoughts. This incredible invisible player under the surface that impacts performance so profoundly, that impacts our actions. Thoughts are our way of making meaning out of things. They are interpretations. They are a running commentary on what we're observing and what it means to us. So for the most part, we're not getting this dialogue about facts. It's not that the car behind me is 6 inches from my bumper. I am seeing that, but the commentary is, how rude is that person? Don't they see? Etc., etc. So that's the commentary that I'm having about what I'm observing. So the only real factual thing about most thoughts is that you're having it. It's very liberating to realize that your thoughts are not true as such. Your thoughts are not true as such. And we often relate to our thoughts, to our own inner commentary, as if they are facts, as if they are verifiable facts. They're not. Typically, they're not. This thought-action relationship goes like this. So there may be a situation, there is a situation, and you perceive verifiable facts. That means something that you can either prove or disprove is true. So then, based on those verifiable facts, you have a thought, which is an interpretation of the facts. What those facts mean to me right at this moment, what it means to me, and what I believe about it. All my beliefs start coming up about whatever it is, whatever these verifiable facts in the situation are. And that commentary, those thoughts, trigger emotion. They give rise to emotion, and those emotions predispose action. So behavior economists have let us know that a good majority, contrary to what we think about how we make decisions in our very, very logical, fact-based way, that most of us make decisions, we make purchases, we choose partners, we navigate the world for the most part based more on emotion than on any verifiable fact, than any logical analysis, detached analysis, that our emotion plays a very important part. And emotions are part of being human, and they are a feature, not a bug. We treat them like they're a bug, but they're actually an important feature. And they are deeply networked into our neurochemistry. And that significantly impacts actions and performance. So, for example, we might have an interpretation of something that we see that leads to fear as an emotion, which triggers the neurochemistry of the stress hormones, the adrenaline and cortisol. And that neurochemistry starts to power down certain aspects of the brain, and in particular limits the functioning of the visual cortex. So you're not going to take in as much information. You're just going to take in what seems necessary for this emergency situation. So when we're under stress, the learning center of the brain closes down. So we don't want to spend too many resources. We're not going to like crack a book and start learning something. That starts to narrow down and power down. And so we only see so much. So can you see how that loop, I perceive some reality, I make an interpretation that triggers an emotion that also impacts the neurochemistry, and that impacts what I'm able to do in terms of my actions. Facts, thoughts, emotions, action, result. Facts, the thoughts we have about the facts, the emotions that arise from those thoughts that lead to certain actions that get a result.